let's dive right in. So what I wanted to do today is basically show a video that I've made that I had on my desk for a long time. And just to give an explanation, what this video is about is like at the end of each year, what I typically do is I make a compilation of the largest fish that I caught that year. And 2025 has been actually really good for me. And I thought, hey, like maybe I can break it up, show the largest bass that I caught, show the largest catfish that I caught, show the largest carp that I caught, maybe even some trout. And then I did the Christmas advent calendar, and basically that advent calendar already covered all of the largest catches for the year 2025. So I had a different idea. What if I show my biggest failures, right? And yeah, some of them are a little bit embarrassing, but the good thing is we learn from our mistakes. Well, we all hope that we learn from our mistakes, right? And there's quite a few mistakes that I made throughout the year when it came to fishing. And I just wanted to showcase a couple of things where basically it's the largest fish that I've or the yeah in combined it's the largest ones that I've lost throughout the year. And what I want to do is basically I want to show the footage, show you how I lost the fish, and then stop the video and briefly discuss what I think I did wrong. Oftentimes it's quite obvious. There are a few fish in there that are lost where I don't really think I did do anything wrong. Hey, how's it going? I'm glad you could join. And feel free to chime in as well and tell me, it's like, hey, you probably made this mistake or that mistake. And then I'm hoping that people that are watching can also have like a small takeaway and learn from it as well. All right. So without further ado, let me start this video here. And give me. Wait, that's not even starting at the right place here. And just to set the scene a little bit, I walked into this pool and immediately caught one of the best fish in that pool. And you'll see what happens in just a second. So I'll walk in there.
Let's fish this side
check out
first.
that side there. It looked really good. Oh, you know what? I need to hear too.
Yo! Oh, that's a nice bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes, buddy. Yeah. Really nice bass. Oh, yeah, now he's taking off. Now he's fighting. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Oh, another good jump. Man. Come here, buddy. Oh, yes. Oh, buddy. Oh, sure. Can you believe it? I was too eager to get him, and he came off.
All right. So this is always catch 22 for me because, a jumping bass or jumping fish in general always makes for great content. I definitely want to have that footage on camera. On the other hand, and hi Diana and hi Kimmy. On the other hand, when they jump and shake around like crazy, they have a really good chance of shaking the fly, especially when you're fishing with barbless flies, right? So it's always like, do you want the good footage and the action on camera of a fish jumping out of the water? And some of these fish jump really, really high, right? And shaking around like crazy. And then, I think it makes for really great content. Or do you actually want to net the fish? And it's always like a balancing act. And I always try to do my best to keep the fish somewhat under control. Always try to keep the side pressure on. Always try to keep the fish down. But in some situations, it's really difficult. And particularly in this tiny pool here, you can probably see this. The water wasn't very deep. It was very shallow. It was somewhere between ankle to knee deep, probably less than knee deep. And I just couldn't get that fish out of under control. And he jumped one too many times. And just when I was ready to net him, he shook my fly. it is what it is, you know. And the sad thing about this is it just happened to me this week on Wednesday. I was out fishing in the evening, and I come to this teeny tiny pool, and I was trying the last fly for that day, which was a candy minnow, and it was a fly brand new to me, and I had really high hopes for it, and it worked really well too. And I see this bass right in front of me. I thought I spooked him. I throw my fly in there anyway, and I saw him eat the fly right in front of me. And as soon as he took the fly, he started taking off and fought really well. But then he started jumping, and I even said on camera, it's like, please don't jump too much. I know it's a barbless fly, please don't take it. I crouched down, tried to grab my net in order to net the fish. And while I was crouching down, I didn't pay attention. That fish came up again, jumped out of the water, shook my fly, and that was the end of the story. So yeah, this kind of stuff keeps on happening to me. So let's go over to the next fish.
Man. Oh man, that's...
Yeah, I want to set the scene for this one as well. This footage was taken towards the end of last year. I think winter had just started, and we just had a really good flood at the Los Angeles River, and I hadn't been there in quite some time. And I walked down there, and there was a gentleman down there walking his dogs, and I was talking to the man, I was petting the dogs. What I didn't know was that he would let the dogs run straight across the creek, and the dog was chasing the ducks and basically steering up the entire pool. And I was walking in there, I was observing this, and immediately thought, oh, there's no way I'm actually going to catch something for the next 10 to 15 minutes. It has to calm down first. So let me roll the footage here, and you can see what happens.
Probably less than ideal. I just talked to the gentleman who owns this dog. I didn't know the dog is going to be running straight through the water here.
You can see it on the left hand side there.
Hopefully it's not too bad.
Wagging the tail, running through the water.
I was just gonna fish this very end here, but with the dog running through and basically chasing away all the ducks here, I don't know how it's gonna go. Also, this is my first time here after the flood, so it looks completely different.
So that was basically my first or second cast there, straight against these bushes there. Like I said, I didn't think there's gonna be a fish.
Have high hopes for this spot. What is this? Oh, that's a good fish, really good fish. Shit.
Yeah, and you can see I put a pause in here. Wait. Let me go back.
Good fish. Shit.
Okay, I put a pause in here because you can see exactly what happens. And that was like a really big mistake, and it comes down to line management. Basically what happened was I didn't pay attention. Like, I got all my line out, didn't pay attention to what the line was doing below me, and it got tangled all across my reel and across the butt of my fly rod. And with these larger carp, it's really crucial that you get them on the reel as fast as possible, right? You want to give them line, otherwise the tippet is just not strong enough to hold these large fish, and they get really massive there. They get like 10 to 20 pounds in that creek, and once they take off, there's nothing you can do. You just have to let the fish run, and the only way to land this fish is, like I said, let him go, put him on the reel as quickly as possible, and then tire them out. They tire out relatively fast in the first minute or two, and then you can actually get them under control. So I tried to get this fish on the reel, made a really bad mistake of not paying attention to my line, and lost a really good fish. Okay,
oh, you kidding me? That was a really good fish, and he broke me off. And the reason why he broke me off was because my line was tangled up and I couldn't get him on the reel. Are you kidding me? Oh man, that's terrible. Oh man, that was such a bad mistake. I really have to be better about this. Like, that was 100% my bad. Like, line management is so important when you hook big fish. And what happened was the line basically was wrapped around my reel, and I couldn't get the fish onto the reel quick enough. He broke me off. That was just absolutely terrible. Man, what a big loss. I'm so mad at myself. This was a mistake that could have 100% been avoided.
Yeah, and just to sum it up, just watching this footage back, it still hurts. It's still such a terrible mistake, and I really wish I would have paid more attention to begin with, because that would have been a really nice fish. All right, so the next one is like a small mountain stream, and just to explain a little bit what was going on there that day. I had one of those days where everything went wrong. I left the cameras on while I was walking from pool to pool, running through the bushes, accidentally turned them off while I was fishing, and it was just everything that possibly could go wrong in terms of filming actually did go wrong. And just like with this footage right here, I wasn't quite sure if the camera is on or not, and I was playing around with it and accidentally turned the camera off, and well, you'll see it for yourself right here.
Oh shit, I think I just had a bite here. Yo! Oh yes, I got a nice one. Oh fuck.
Yeah, and that was when I checked my camera, didn't pay attention to what the fish was doing, and probably lost the best fish of that day. That definitely would have been the best fish for that day. Anyway, long story short, I saw him.
I don't think
right
he will
there.
go after it anymore.
You on my rig?
I was trying to get him to bite again, but that never happens. But then another fish came out from right
Yo,
behind that
another
rock
one.
right there.
Oh man. Oh shit. Oh shit. Come on. Whew.
You could tell that I didn't have the best day, because like it was so terrible just even netting that second smaller fish. But in the end, you know, it was my constellation prize. All right, so this is footage from actually spring this year, and it was like one of the best bass that I ever had in this pool. And well, basically I let the footage speak for itself so you can see what happened. And I don't think there's anything I could have done to prevent this.
Come on. Give me please at least 2 more fish. Oh, there's one. Oh man, I gotta be super careful.
Yeah, saw this big fish coming to the right there, but that
I
was
don't
not
want
the
this
fish
fish
that
to see
bit
me.
actually. There's the second fish coming.
Yeah, and I got him. Oh, it's a better one.
And up until this point, I
got it.
thought
Oh, yes.
I did everything
Oh
right.
man, yeah. Oh, now he's pulling.
Put
I
him
gotta
on the
set my
reel,
drags just slightly.
put the side pressure on.
Oh yes.
Try to tire out the fish. And then,
I want to be super careful. This could be my fish of the day
and then
if
he
I
did
can
this.
land them. But oh shit! Now I'm like super hung up here. Crap. So a whole bunch of other ones right after him. Oh, okay. I think I got him free. I think. Oh no, he's still.
You can see him swim away
Man,
there.
he got me hung up really good down here. I have to be super patient. Oh, you know what? I can see the fish. I can see him. Oh, it's a good bass. I just don't know how to get him out. Man. I hope he's still on.
Yeah, and at this point he was not anymore.
Oh man, I may have lost this
Unfortunately.
fish.
Yeah.
Let me check. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of it.
Man. Oh well, that sucks. He broke me.
Yeah, there's nothing. I think there's nothing you can do about it. Please let me know in the chat. Oh, hi Richard. How's it going? Please let me know in the chat what you think I could have done better. Like, I don't think there's anything I could have done. I try to keep this fish, like whenever I hook one, especially a large one, I try to keep them out of the snags. But you know, especially in these small creeks, there's hardly anything you can do. And sometimes when I try to strong arm them away from the snags or out of the snags, they just break off because they're just too powerful, too large. I mean, I guess I could have used thicker tippet, but you know, there's always a trade-off. Like, stronger tippet may mean the fish are not biting too well because at one point they will see the tippet. But yeah, that was a very unfortunate loss.
Me off. My fly's gone. Oh, there's more fish over there. My fly in. See if anything's interested. And I got one, and he ripped me off.
This is yeah, I wanted to actually set the scene for this one as well. I was fishing the day before for some smaller fish. I don't know if it was bluegill or if it was trout or something like that, and I had some really fine tippet on, and it like goes back to me being lazy again, right? I thought I'll be good with a finer tippet, go into this creek, and it was early in the morning. I saw this bass, throw my fly out towards that bass. He took it right away, and within a second or so he ripped me right off. Let me try to rewind this just a little bit so you can see it.
Fish over there. My fly in. See if anything's interested. And I got one, and he ripped me off. Great. Well, there you go, guys. This is what happens when you come in and you think you can fish for large bass with super light tippet. It's just not gonna work. I hooked into a larger one and he ripped me right off. Like, it took less than a second for that bass to take my fly and rip me right off. Like, as soon as I felt the tension, my fly was gone, unfortunately.
Yeah. And after that, like, it was one of those days again. Afterwards, it just kept on getting worse, and I thought, like, I really started to doubt myself. Do I even know how to fish still? And you can see it right here, right? I lost 2 more fish, and I keep the camera rolling here.
I think that was just me getting hung up on. No, it was not. Okay, my first fish. I thought I was getting hung up. That's a nice little bass. Oh, and he came off.
Yeah, and I think the problem here was that I didn't set the hook good enough. Like I said, I thought I got hung up. In
the very first fish that I actually get their bites.
Yeah, not a good hook set.
Oh wait, no. It was like the second fish that I lost today. Let's see if there's another one in there. Maybe I get lucky. Here we go. Oh, and man, it is one of those days. That's the third fish I lost today. There's another one. Oh, I set the hook really good on this one. I think this is sunfish.
Yeah.
But man,
as soon as I felt this fish, I made sure I set this hook really, really well. I mean, you could see the strip set right there. Like,
yes.
Boom.
Yes.
Straight down. Because I just needed to land the fish.
At least into the shallow water here. Let me show you the sunfish. Oh, he already shook the fly. But boy, what a sunfish!
Yes, exactly, Richard. Some heartbreakers,
I knew this
sure.
This creek has really good sunfish, but yeah, it didn't disappoint. Let's quickly check how large this fish is.
Yeah, I was happy at that point. I was happy to land at least
7.5 inches. Perfect.
I'm glad it was a really nice sunfish.
All right, let me quickly show you the sunfish again. Man, this thing is a unit. He looks beautiful. Look at these nice fins. All right, let's not keep him out of the water for too long. Let's get him right back in there.
Let's see what's next.
Oh, there's some.
Oh, yeah. That was another mountain stream. And up until that point, I think I already arrived there way too late. And then up until that point, I missed a couple of fish. I spooked a couple of fish. And I was starting to doubt myself again. And I was coming up to this pool and I see this rock there and it looked really fishy. And I thought to myself, there's gotta be one fish in there. And let's see what happens.
Against a rock, perhaps? Slightly deeper there.
Here comes the first hit.
Oh, yeah, there he was. Yeah, I got it. Oh, shit. I don't think he'll come back. Oh, man, and just where he should have been.
Yeah, and I noticed that a lot, especially with trout. When you get a hit and you don't hook the fish right away, just leave the fly in there. And more often than not, they will actually come back and hit that fly again. And I think that's their nature, that they first try to stun the fish or whatever, the bait fish, right? And then come back a second time, circle around, and then take a fall on. And I thought I was doing this, and for whatever reason, I was not able to hook that fish. I don't know if I should have waited just a split second longer before setting the hook. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. But I thought I did everything right, and it was just a matter of bad luck. Anyway, I took a break after that, and then immediately in the pool right after that, I caught a really good fish. Here's some footage from early on in the year of 2025, and that was definitely the best fish I've ever lost in this small creek, and I think it was a carp. I watched that carp eat my fly, and here's what happened. So I'm just moving my fly very slowly, let my woolly bugger hop across the bottom, and here comes the fish.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big one. Oh man.
I apologize for all the cursing going on in those videos.
He broke me straight off. I can't believe this. This was like the largest fish that I've ever seen here, and definitely the largest fish that I've ever hooked here. Oh man, I can't believe this. That fish would have made my day.
Yeah, so for this fish, again, I think there's definitely two mistakes that I made here. Number one is, as soon as I hooked this fish and it was a larger fish, as soon as that happened, I should have given him the line to take off, and I didn't. I held the line in my hand. And yeah, that was mistake number one. And then mistake number two that happened that day was, you know, oftentimes you get hung up in the bushes and you pull a little bit and you get the fly back out. What I don't do often enough is check my knots. And the knots just weaken over time. The more often you get hung up, the more often you pull on them, the weaker the knot gets. And eventually the knot gives out. And that's exactly what happened there. And just to say, like, this exactly the same thing that happened to me this week again on Wednesday. The very first fish that I hooked was a really nice bass, and within less than a second that fish was gone because I was just too lazy to check the knot, and I left the line on from the fishing session before. Like, just checked if there were any knots that were in the line or something like that. The line looked okay to me, but I should have actually checked the connection to the fly, and I didn't, and it cost me a really good fish, just like it did here. Oh, here we go with some carp session. I actually let the footage speak for itself here. I was trying to be really sneaky, really trying to stalk the carp and not to spook him. I made a whole bunch of mistakes there, but check it out for yourself and see what I did wrong here.
Okay, I just walked in here and I just saw a carp, which is right there. I hope you can see this. And there's another one right there. There's a whole bunch of carp here. Now the nice thing would be to pick out the largest one. Alright, so the nice thing would be to pick out the largest one. I have to be super careful that they don't see me. I think one of them might have already seen me. I think this is the smaller one. This might be the larger one. There might be more over there. I have to, I don't know, somehow get a cast into here. I'm relatively close to this carp, and hopefully they haven't already seen me. I just don't know how to get the cast in here.
Carp are so tricky. They're so spooky.
I don't know if
I think
that
they're even
worked,
spookier than trout.
or if that
So you have to
actually
be
just
so
spooked
careful.
them. Yeah, I think they got spooked. They probably have seen me. Like, this water is really shallow. And normally here at the river, I have the advantage of the water being super murky. That is not the case right now here. So I have to be super careful how I move, how I cast, make really not too much motion, and how in general I behave. There's another one right here. It's two of them actually.
So here's the first mistake coming up. I think I spooked him just a little bit.
There's one right in front of me here. He's eating though. He is eating. Let me see if I can get the fly just a little bit closer. Ooh.
Here's the first mistake, like where I definitely did not control
oh,
my
okay.
cast well enough.
Was he spooked though?
Luckily, I didn't spook him.
Now I may have spooked him.
You
But
can
he's
see the
still
fish
eating.
right there.
I'm not sure exactly what he's eating on. What he's feeding on, sorry. Now the fly should be right in front of him. Yeah! Oh! I don't believe it. I had him for a second. Well, that's how carp fishing goes.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? He ripped me right off. Wow. Yeah, right off, and he's gone. And my fly.
Yeah, so a whole bunch of mistakes that I made here actually. The number one mistake was again, like, you know, how I lost the fish is I didn't check my knot. Set the hook probably way too strong and the fish took off. I still had my line in my hand, didn't give him the line to run, and you know, within a split second he was gone. And the other mistake that I made was basically like I didn't control my casts well enough and I almost spooked him. Luckily I didn't spook him right away, but you know, I hooked him, but then again it came back to line management. Using salmon eggs for carp is highly effective. You know, honestly, I tried salmon eggs before and never worked for me. But for carp, for me, Richard, the best thing is always the squirmy wormy. Always worked really well for me. And then other things that worked really well was a let me think, Madla minnow. Madla minnow always works really well for me for the carp. I don't know why, they just seem to love the Madla minnow. And the third good fly that I had for carp is actually a teeny tiny fly. It's a hare's ear, but with legs tied in. So tiny hare's ear with rubber legs tied in caught me many good carp. All right, let's keep going. Next fish.
It's gone. Great. So I have to retie now. Oh man.
Yeah, Richard, I tried salmon eggs before.
Oh shit.
For whatever reason, it doesn't
one.
work for me.
It was a really good one right there.
Oh, this was one of those days. I went out to a creek and the creek was completely dry. I walked 2 miles down the creek trying to find some kind of water, nothing there. Walked back up the creek, walked a mile back in the other direction, found a teeny tiny puddle and caught a bass in there. And I, in the meantime, broke my rod tip off my Remington and then had to start fishing with a backup rod and then caught nothing basically there. And then I thought, okay, you know what? I want to actually catch some fish. Switched locations, you know, went over to this creek where I knew in this pool there would be at least one bass in there. And, you know, I spotted the bass. And you can see what happens next.
Freaking shade.
It was a terrible day that I had there.
Oh man, that was a terrible cast.
Yeah, see. Starting off with a terrible cast.
Yo, I got him. Oh, and he let go. I can't believe this.
Yeah, and I'll pause it right here because I know exactly what mistake I made there. The hook set was fine. It was a nice little strip set. The problem was the angle, right? I had my rod pointed like at a somewhat 90-degree angle to the fish, and whenever you use a strip set, you need to have the rod tip pointing directly at the fish, and that was not the case here. So the hook set was really, really poor, was terrible, and the fish was able to shake my fly immediately.
This is the day I'm having, man. I should have set the hook harder. I fucking can't believe that.
And
Oh,
sorry
man.
for the cursing here. And here comes the next miss. Like, very same day, like immediately after.
Yeah. Oh, this is the second one today.
One of those days.
I can't believe this. Yes.
And then I finally got him.
It's good sunfish.
Yeah. But I wish I would have had that bass, actually.
I'm not gonna
That
risk
bass
anything
was
here.
So much larger.
Whew. Man, I just lost a really good bass. So I'm super thankful for this sunfish. And man, it's a good one.
Alright. Here's something else. This has nothing to do. It's like fishing adjacent, but it's like just watch what happened.
Closer here. Oh shit! Man, that was totally embarrassing.
It
I
was.
just made the wrong step, stepped on something super slippery, and well, practically fell in the creek.
Like, yeah,
Man.
not practically. I did fall in the creek.
Yeah, every now and then that happens.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do other than really watch your steps. And sometimes I don't pay attention. I'm so eager to get in there, and then you make one wrong step, and then boom, you end up in the water. And it happens more often than I actually be willing to admit. Last winter I went to Pyro Creek, and Pyro Creek, like during the summer when it gets really hot, the algae grows on there. And then it gets really slippery. And it's like I fell in this creek so many times. It's just like really embarrassing.
I don't think anything else will bite here after that fish. Oh, so might as well move on. Well, no.
Yeah, on this one, I caught a good amount of fish out of this tiny pool, and I thought like, oh yeah, basically I'm done. Nothing else is gonna bite anymore. And then another big one
Oh,
came.
wait. I think I already had another bite here. Yeah. Man, these fish are relentless. Yeah. Oh. And he ripped me off. Oh boy.
Here
Yeah.
we go again. My number one mistake.
Ripped clean off. Come
not
here.
checking my knots.
Look at this. Lost my fly. All right. Time to retie. All right.
That's probably one of the phrases that you hear a lot in this stream right now. Time to retie, because I lost the fly due to some fish ripping me off.
Let's give this spot another go. It really is tough fishing today.
Yeah, that was a really tough day. Like, that was at the beginning of 2025. The water was still really cold. At that point, I only was able to land one fish, and it was really tough. And on those really cold winter or spring days, I think it's really important that you don't start super early. And like, I made the mistake of getting there really early. Was crawling through the bushes, trying this, trying that. Nothing was really biting. And the best thing is really to start later in the day.
Yo. Oh yeah, that's a good bass. Good bass, good bass, good bass.
Yeah. It's happy to finally
I gotta keep
get
the pressure
one.
on here. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, he's pulling good. Let's see if we can get him out. Ooh, yes. Come on, buddy. Oh, and he came off. All right. Today is for sure not my day. So let's try this again. I should have taken my time with this fish. Oh well.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can make this happen again.
Yeah, I let the fish definitely shake too much. I should have given them a little bit more room. Should have really taken my time, because sometimes, you know, like, especially when the rod tip is not pointing directly at the fish, you know, and you can't set the hook that hard, then it's really important that you give the fish some space and don't try to like strong arm him in. And that was my mistake here. You know, let me know if you think I made another mistake, but I think that was my mistake that day. And the one important thing that I want to mention here is that after that fish, like, I sat down next to that creek, had some lunch that I brought with me, and just sat there for like 10 to 20 minutes and just enjoyed sitting at the creek, enjoyed the like, I mean, it's not really that peaceful because there's a road right there and there's a whole bunch of cars driving by, but I try to enjoy the surrounding and try to enjoy the nature and just try to get a reset. That's what I oftentimes do when nothing goes wrong. Now, I really try to take a break, like 10-15 minutes, sit somewhere, have a drink, eat something, and try to really think about, hey, what am I doing here? Try to get a reset done. And then usually after that reset, it starts to click and I'm starting to catch fish. So that's what I do. It helps me personally. I hope that will be the case for you as well. Let's keep going here. Yeah, I this is something where I cannot see that I did do anything wrong. I think this is just bad luck here.
See if you can find more in here. Here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, and he came off. I can't believe it. That was a larger one.
Yeah, I think I did do everything correct here. The rod tip was pointing at the bass.
And I hooked into a really nice fish over here. And unfortunately, he broke off. Yeah. Man, I can't believe it.
Caught a whole bunch of good ones after that, actually.
Man, I'm really hoping I'm getting another chance of this fish biting.
Yeah, and the chances are always really close to zero. I don't know, has that ever happened to you where you lost a fish and then you're trying it again and the fish actually comes back and takes your fly or your lure or your bait? It never happens to me. I think as soon as you hook them and as soon as they feel like they've been hooked and they get off, I never had a fish actually come back and take it the second time. I don't know. Let me know if it worked for you. All right, here we go. Again, another one of those mistakes that I make far too often.
Yo! Oh, yes. Oh, that's a large one. Oh, shit. Oh, man. The second time something broke me off today. That was a really good fish. Oh, man, I don't believe it. That was like the second or third good one that I lost today. I really can't believe that. And it was such a good bite. Man.
Yeah, that was again me getting hung up left and right and then ripping the fly. You know, if my fly gets hung up in a tree or something like that, pulling and the fly comes back out, and then me not checking the knot. This is like so crucial. I don't know about you. Sometimes I just get lazy and I want to keep on fishing. But what I should really do every time I get hung up and I get my fly back, I should really double check the knot or retie. That's probably the best thing to do. And, you know, in the long run, I mean, most of the time it works, but sometimes, you know, you hook into a larger one and just lose the fish because the knot was not strong enough, unfortunately.
All right.
And I think it's the same mistake again here. That's definitely my number one mistake that I make all the time. I think I can feel the fish biting right here.
Another bite.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's a good carp. Oh, it's a good fish. That's a really good fish. Oh, shit. Oh, I can't believe one of my cameras going up right now. Oh, shit. And my net is... Oh. That fish is pulling good. I gotta set the drag a little bit. Oh, oh, you fucking kidding me? Oh man, that was a good carp. Oh, I fucking can't believe this. And I lost it. Oh shit. Man, I doubt I will get another one like this. You know. Wait, my fly's off. Are you fucking kidding me?
I apologize
Shit.
for all the cursing.
Fucking A. Oh man.
So yeah, again, not checking my knot, getting hung up somewhere, trying to get my fly back, or maybe catching a larger fish, not checking my knot, and everything else I think I pretty much did correctly there, except for not checking the knot, and the fish broke me off. I as soon as I felt that it was a larger carp, I let the fish go, try to get him on the reel, but unfortunately the knot was not strong enough. Yeah, one of those things.
Yeah, he ripped me right off. It's like back to the place where I caught the 15-incher.
Oh yeah, that was basically the last fish of the day there. And honestly, I didn't think this fish would actually bite because I was right next to the fish. I was trying to hide in the bushes there. You could see the fish actually in the water. The fish was spawning. It was protecting the bed. And I was just dangling the fly right in front of him. I thought I was pretty much done fishing that day. I caught a ton of fish that day. And I thought let's just give it a go. Let's see what happens. And you can see everything that comes
No, I'm
next.
hung up. Great. I don't think this bass will bite because I'm pretty sure he has seen me. No. Yo, I got him though.
Yeah, I could not believe that a bass actually came out and took that fly.
Oh yeah. Oh man. And he came off.
Yeah, I should have given him the line. Yeah, so that last one, it was the last fish of the day, and I definitely, big mistake from my side. I should have given him the line, should have let him run off, and then should have tried to prevent him from shaking too much. And it cost me the last fish of the day. Wasn't a super large one, but probably was like, I don't know, 12 to 13 inches or something like that. Would have been a really nice last fish for the day, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Now you see in some of my worst moments in fishing, usually the stuff that I either cut out or I don't know, I'm not really proud of. Like I said, I'm not perfect. Hopefully you can learn from this. I said it far too many times. The number one mistake that I make is not checking my knots. Always thinking, yeah, it's gonna be fine. I got my fly bag, or not checking my knots before I go fishing, thinking, oh yeah, the fly was fine, the knots were fine yesterday or the day before yesterday when I last fished, and then immediately getting a bite as soon as I start fishing and losing the fish. So yeah, I think we're done for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Richard, so nice for you to join in. Thank you so much for all your comments. Thank you for everybody else, Diana, Kimmy, everybody. Thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoyed this live stream. Let me know if you want to see more of these live streams. Just either message me directly or leave a comment somewhere on one of my videos. This live stream is going to be posted anyway, so you can rewatch it. Just tell me in the comments if you would like to see more of this. I'll be happy to do more of that. I think it's actually easier than doing a whole bunch of video editing. And if you have any idea for a live stream, that something that you want to see me do, please let me know as well. And other than that, I hope you have a really great weekend. Hope you're gonna have some fun activities this weekend. Hopefully you get to go out fishing. Hopefully you catch a lot of fish. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. Bye everyone.